We live. What's good? And I hope you've all had a good day. First of all, happy Juneteenth. And also, just happy Monday. It's the beginning of the week. Happy Father's Day for all the fathers as well. So, you know how I do. I always like to talk before people get in just because, I just feel like it's awkward just waiting for people to come in and not saying anything. That being said, I do have a lot to say today. Hopefully it won't take that long. So I just wanted to, if you're coming in, say, hey, what's good? What's good? You might see me every once in a while, like chat from different YouTube channels. I'm on here on like 2 different YouTube channels. I'm actually like on my own live because I'm going live from my phone. So I might chat from my other YouTube channels that I have. So first of all, I just wanted to say, like I said, happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy belated Father's Day. And about, I really don't know what day it was exactly, but like about 3 years ago today was the first time I posted on YouTube. And so that was the start of my YouTube channel. I feel like I'm kind of close to the camera. That was the start of my YouTube channel. And now it is like 3 years later and we're almost at 20,000 subscribers, which I think is great and amazing. If you're just coming in, say, hey, what's good? What's good? I'm sorry I look crazy because I'm wearing 2 different patterns because these are my cozy leggings. We live, we live. I feel like I look extra like swole today, like muscles on 10, 1,000. But that's a yoga practice for you. So yeah, like 3 years ago I joined not I joined YouTube, but like I decided to make a YouTube, my first YouTube video, and like it was around June, July, June of 2020, and you know like all the current events, all the things were happening during that time, and it's crazy that like it's Juneteenth now, and like looking back 3 years ago in history, it was like crazy for the communities of color. It was like crazy, like we was going through some stuff. Everybody was going through some stuff, but to look back and it's like 3 years ahead, starting to feel like time flies. Hey, what's up y'all? Say hey if you're just coming in the chat. I feel like time flies the older you get. I'm not that old. I really am not, and I'm sure you can tell, like I'm not that old, at least physically. Mentally I might be a lot more mature than people my physical age, but it feels like the older you get physically, like the shorter time goes by. And that's probably because the main manifestations of like what we know as our life really rooted itself way back when we were like a child. Like everything really manifested itself in our childhood, the way we think, the way we act, like all of our core values. So I don't know, just like thinking back to where I was 3 years ago, and maybe you can like in your mind think about like where you were 3 years ago today, how you thought, the values that you had, the people that you hung out with, and look 3 years into the future, which is now. Would you be able to like look 3 years into the future, into 2026? It's crazy that 3 years went by that quick. And I don't know, when you have hindsight, it's really interesting to see how the events that happened 3 years ago, or like 2 years ago, 1 year ago, because a lot changes in 1 year, but even like 2, 3 years ago, all the events that happen, and when they happen, you don't understand why. It don't make no sense. But I feel like 3 years ago, my life personally changed, and that's why one of the main reasons why I created this YouTube channel was to bring people together, was to like reach like-minded people who thought similarly to me, because I knew I had a lot of different ideas about things, and that's what I did, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And I'm just going to tell y'all in this live stream a couple ways how y'all can help me do that, but y'all have already helped me do that a lot by just contributing to this channel. So thank you for your subscribing. Thank you for like your commenting. Thank you for your donations monetarily, your energetic donations, because it's not all monetary, like just the energetic contributions, mental, physical, everything that you've done to contribute to this channel. I really greatly appreciate it. So yeah, like, I don't know, like mental health check. How y'all doing? Like, how are y'all doing today, honestly? And personally, I have, can you see my dreads? Yeah. They're in a ponytail right now just because, I don't know, I just wanted to wear a ponytail, but I guess I can take my hair out. Oh yeah, it's in a ponytail because my hair is long enough that if I have it like in front of me, it will like there will be feedback in my mic. But yeah, this is my hair. It's like armpit length really. But yeah, I guess I'll wear my hair out for the rest of the life. But I'll only wear it on this side because if I put it down on this side, it's gonna be interfering with my mic here. But I recently have been going through a little bit. Like I've been going through it a little bit. So I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit behind the scenes of my life, because I don't really do that. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see more, I guess, personalized behind the scenes videos, or what do you want to see as far as my personal life, because I don't really show much of that because I feel like it's not really much about me, but I kind of share bits and pieces, but not a whole bunch. So in one video, I did share personally that I have been going through like some knee pains, and I've been going through it like for like 3 years now, and it started back in 2020. And I always worked out. You can probably, you know what I'm saying, you can tell, look at the definition there in the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? You can tell that I've always been a huge fitness person. When I was in college, my major was exercise physiology. So that's kind of like physical therapy, whatnot. That was, you know, okay, so back in 2020, before I even thought about teaching yoga and meditation, for those who don't know, I'm a yoga and meditation teacher. That's just my God-given gift, to teach and to guide people in that way. Before I knew that was like one of my main assignments, I wanted to be a personal trainer, and I love personal trainers. I think they are very needed. I might need one soon, but I was mostly concerned in like the physical aspect, so much that I didn't realize it back then, but I was trying to gain weight like in a unnecessary way, because you know there was like this whole culture with like the working out culture and the bulking. If y'all not familiar with like bulking, is like when you eat at a surplus, then you try to eat more carbs, you try to eat more, like, of course, protein, but you try to bulk up to make yourself like thicker. And I was into that. Like I was just trying to like eat more. Sometimes I ate so much that I would like be full, and it wasn't healthy for me. And I was always going to the gym, and I sometimes go really, really hard on certain things, but at least I'm consistent at it, right? But I go like really, really hard to the point where I sometimes am not mindful of what I'm doing to my body, just because I'm so fixated on a certain outcome. So back then, when the pandemic hit, I was already working out like kind of heavy because I was in college. And when lockdown came, I started working out like twice a day. And I was like resistance training, which is, you know, weights, squats, lunges, or whatnot, you know. And I was resistance training with weights twice a day. Now, it's not uncommon for people who are physically active to do that twice a day, but for me, I realized that it was not in my best interest because I started getting knee pains. So the first thing I thought was that I was just like doing it too much and I just need to chill out for like a week or two. So I tried that. I was still having some pain. You know, back then, like it was difficult to go to a doctor. So it was months before I was able to go to a doctor because I was having excruciating knee pains. I'm talking about like my knees was like swollen. Like my knees were like inflamed when I walk up the steps, down the steps, everything. And it's to the point where my ankles actually started becoming weak too. But anyways, I eventually went to like 3 doctors. They didn't see anything wrong. they didn't see anything wrong, like nothing. I got x-rays, MRI scans and everything. So basically I stopped working out a lot because I was like, okay, well, nobody sees anything wrong with my knees, but they still hurt. So like I couldn't, there was no way for me to like mitigate the pain. I just had to live with it. So I lived with knee pain for like 3 years before I found out just on Friday that my cartilage in my knees is really, really thin to the point where it is about like twice like a regular person's cartilage, which is the cartilage is like what cushions your bones from literally rubbing against each other and creating abrasion and friction, which really hurts. The cartilage in my knees is really, really thin to the point where I have osteoarthritis, and that's the diagnosis of the doctor. And I mean, I saw the x-rays. It looks, it looks like osteoarthritis, which is when your padding basically in between your bones is deteriorating and you have bone on bone rubbing together, which really hurts. And that explained the knee pain that I was having for 3+ years now. That is what I've been dealing with. And I guess on Friday when I learned that what it was, like it had a name behind it, because before then I was just like, oh, it's probably something, I don't know. I really did not know. But I realized that number one, I have a high pain tolerance. And number two, sometimes when you're going so hard on, when you're fixated on goal, and when you don't give yourself enough time to slow down, life will literally make you slow down so that you will get rest. So, just like fast forward into today, throughout the past 3 days since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days, I was a little bit under the weather. I would say that. Sometimes you'll go through things that like other people won't be able to understand why it means so much to you, or that it's that difficult for you to go through or experience or whatever. But you just have to know that like is everything I'll say this. Everything hard is kind of like a cover up for a blessing about to come, because literally whenever you are about to be on the rise, like literally when you're on your grind and it's kind of like you can't see it because you're working, but you're literally almost to the gold. Like you're just like pecking away at the whatever is in a gold mine. You're just pecking away at the rocks and the stones or whatever, and you can't see it, but like right underneath the surface where you're pecking at is the gold. The gold is like literally right there, but you just can't see it because there's like a film over there. But right when you're about to get to the gold, like something stops you from getting there. Something like makes you backtrack or makes you stumble back. And it's up to us to really take that time to where we have to backtrack, and take that time to where we have to sit still, to bring our mind to stillness, to refocus. Because if we don't, we'll miss the chance that we have to reroute to be even better than we were before. So it's not to say that like anything that you're going through or may go through in the future or in the past isn't as big as it seems, or you shouldn't feel how you feel. But it's literally like, know that whatever it is, like it mostly isn't as big as we do make it out to be. And so, I mean, that kind of like goes into the next thing I'm going to say, but let me know if you have any questions, or I know y'all have questions, put them down in the chat, and I'm about to read these comments. I've been growing my dreads for 2 years. My dreads get so dry. What should I do? Well, I mean, like dryness that can depend on a lot of different things. Honestly, I just know the reason why my locks were dry is because I was using oils. For me personally, like this is very different from other people, but for me personally, the oils were blocking off extra moisture to get into my locks, because water and oil don't mix. So water is what actually like hydrates your hair, while oil just kind of like makes it shiny or whatever. Or it honestly seals the moisture that's already there in, but then it can also like keep extra moisture or hydration from getting in your locks or in your hair. So I just discovered that I just had to stop sealing my hair or coating my hair with oils, so that I could just keep spraying it with aloe. So it might be just like switching up your products, honestly. If it's your hair and your scalp, then it could be like something like, aloe or something that stops inflammation or itchiness or dryness, because I guess those can sometimes come together, like the dryness and the itchiness of the scalp. So I really like aloe juice. I like, what else do I like? Distilled water as well. Rose water. I used to use rose water, but now I just use Free the Roots products. So, which by the way, if you don't know that, Free the Roots, their products have aloe vera juice and essential oil. So it has oils in it still. I just don't use oils directly on my hair or my scalp. So I'm not completely oil free, but you get the point. It's like mixed and diluted, so it's not concentrated oils. A from Mozambique. What's good? Really love your channel and I learned a lot from you, either on your lock videos or general ones. You're so song and yet so, oh, must mean young. Young and yet so wise. Love you. Love you too. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said in the beginning of the video, just gonna revisit my statement that I'm gonna get into it later on, but I definitely want to start providing you all with more value, and the content that I make. I've made tons of different videos, and I'm starting to feel like I have too many videos, that people don't see the old videos and they see like many of my new videos, because at this point I literally make like 2 videos a week. And I know it's a lot, and I'm gonna try to maybe resurface old videos, but there are so many. There are also a lot of topics that you all request to see that I've already done videos on. So I'm gonna try to bring those videos back up, so you all know that, like I already made it, or somebody already requested it a while ago, because now, like I said, this is a 3-year anniversary. So I've been in this joint for 3 years, and thank you to all the OGs, that y'all not new to this, y'all true to this. Thank you for all the newer subscribers within the past three or so months. Thank y'all too. So I'm gonna get into it later, because I have my notes here. If I keep looking over here, I literally have notes that I want to stay on topic for everything in the live. But y'all are gonna start seeing more live streams on the channel too, probably like every 2 weeks or whatnot. And yeah, so one of the main reasons that I made the channel is because I just felt like wasn't many people, thinking on the same level, at least people around me. But the thing I learned is, when you start to when you start to get wisdom poured into you, you start to attract that back to you. And I have a couple questions about locks. Like, one thing about locks is they're magnets. I recently realized, if you have locks, your locks make you magnetic. And the more that you grow it out, the more honestly that you take care of it and nurture it, because your hair is like a plant from the inside out, honestly. And the more that you nurture your body from the inside out, then what's on the outside will look nourished and healthy and shining and everything. But literally, locks are antenna, and that's like messages going out and messages coming in. Your crown, if you're familiar with the chakras, your crown chakra is the highest thing on your head, on your body, and your body as a temple, as like a vessel, really. So those messages, whatever you want to call them, downloads or whatever, come through your crown chakra. And this hair on the top of our head, our locks, is, if you have locks, and if you, even if you wear afro, however you wear your hair, if you have natural hair, this crown right here and this afro hair is a conductor of energy. And if you look at any conductor of energy, like an antenna, literally an antenna or a cell tower or what else conducts energy? I don't know. Some type of wave, right? It's always like in a wave, S shape, curl, coil, kink, whatever you want to call it. And that's literally the shape of creation, like the Milky Way. We don't know what's beyond the Milky Way, right? Because our creator created it. It hasn't yet been discovered, at least not by humans on Earth that we know of. But I'm literally learning that our hair creates a force field. Ever since I got my locks, and lately I've been noticing it's a protector from things that you don't realize it's protecting you from. It's protecting you from negativity. I can't talk today. It's protecting you from negativity getting in. It's like a force field around you, literally like a force field around your body, around you, protecting you spiritually, protecting your aura, your energy. Because sometimes we won't have the knowledge, the human knowledge by ourselves to discern what needs to be filtered out and what needs to be filtered in. We need that help. So literally your locks are that energy conductor to sense presences or energies that you don't need around you. And you'll be in certain situations where you're like, I literally was in the midst of trouble that was about to come my way, but I ended up in a whole like totally different place when that thing happened. So it didn't touch me. Or you'll notice like what you begin to attract. It's a magnet, like it's a magnet in a force field. It's just crazy. And I'm about to do my next video, actually, that's coming on Friday, is going to be a video about locks and spirituality because somebody did request that. So I will do that for you, definitely. Water is the best moisturizer, of course. Hydrator and moisturizer. Moisturizer is like I would say moisturizer is like um making something wet. You know, like if it's damp, it's moist, right? But if it's hydrated, like moisturizing, hydrating, hydration is like it penetrates. I don't know. I feel like hydration is priority over moisture. Moisture is more temporary. Water is the best moisturizer. I recommend distilled water for your locks. Oil is a sealant, yeah. Drink your water. That's true. Do you mix aloe with water? I used to when I used to use only distilled water, but now that I use Free the Roots products, which by the way, the link to all my favorite products are in the description box of like every single video. Now that I use those products, the spray, which is like the aloe mist that I use, is diluted with, oh, actually, it's not diluted with water. It's just aloe and essential oils. I was going to say that I used to use water with aloe, and I used to use distilled water, put some aloe, but I used to use aloe vera gel. And I think that aloe vera juice is probably a little bit better than the gel because the gel kind of like can make your hair sticky. And if you don't want that, then use the aloe vera juice instead of gel. Thank y'all so much for all the comments, the helpful comments, and telling me that your videos are helpful because I'm glad your feedback is helpful too. It's a two-way street. Y'all pour into me, I pour back into you. It's like, I need to go back and watch your old videos. I haven't even scratched the surface. Yeah, I have about 230 videos. I do. It's a lot. It's a lot of videos. So I'm thinking about kind of filtering out the ones that people have not watched that often, like videos that people just haven't really clicked on because they haven't really resonated. But I'm thinking at the same time, I'm like, well, what if just one person need to see this video? Like, even though it didn't get much popular, like what if just one person? What if I just leave this up here and just one person say, oh my gosh, this random video, it really helped me. So I try to create like relevant playlists. There are hella videos in each of my playlists. I have a lock journey playlist. I have a playlist specifically for when I combine my locks in that journey. Have a specific for mind medicine. It's called Mind Medicine playlist. I have a specific spiritual growth playlist. So I have a lot of different ones. I recommend if you want to binge watch the videos and catch up, just go watch my playlist and start from the bottom up, because I think it is the top up. So the first videos on the playlist is going to be the oldest videos, and then just go from there. So you might find that my older videos, I really did not have the videography talent that I do now, honestly. Um, I was I was not as good as recording videos as I am now. And if you are some type of content creator, whether it's videos or Instagram or whatnot, or TikTok or whatnot, everybody can be a content creator now. It's not content creators, but like literally anybody can go viral. Then you understand that this thing takes growth. So thank y'all for sticking with me. In real life, though, I'm not even gonna lie. Most people, when I'm having conversations with them, most people will either interrupt my sentences or try to finish my sentences, because I talk at a slower pace than not normal individual, than most people. I talk at a slower pace. So I think that creating videos allows me to talk at my own pace without having that little interruption. Because I know that people don't mean to do it. They don't mean to seem like, you know, rude about it. And I'm sure that I shouldn't take it in that way, or I don't take it in that way. But simply, there's most people probably understand, the non-able, I'm not literally not able to talk fast at all. It doesn't matter how many Busta Rhymes songs I try to rap, how many Busta Rhymes features that I try to rap to. The look at me now, I've been trying to rap that joint and I can't for my life. So thank y'all for sticking with my videos. I need to visit my loctician tomorrow because two dreads about to break off, very weak root. Then when it's fixed, I will start taking more care of it with the products that you mentioned. Yeah, that's great. I'll just make sure you go into a loctician that you trust. You've seen their work. Hopefully they've done a lot of lock repairs. Cause I've seen some videos on lock repairs that don't really resonate. Like I've seen some lock repairs that the loctician will like snip off sides of the lock to trim it or whatnot. So I would just recommend try to stay away from those locticians, because I would not snip off no locks. Light codes are downloaded into our locks through the sun as well. Yep, that's very true. Our locks naturally ombre themselves. Like, I'm not sure if you can tell. Yeah, it's brown on the ends, and then it's just darker brown on the roots. But as your locks grow, they definitely dye themselves. And I'm not sure if that is specifically from the sun or if it is literally from the getting old, like the old hair. Like all this is just old hair that's just been there. Negative energy must be blocked. Yep. Negativity blocked. That video you did about the braiding new growth into the locks. My locks are past my waist. And that video helped me so much because I was wondering when my new growth doesn't go into my locks. Thank you, love. You're welcome. Yeah, that video was inspired by another YouTuber. What is his name? Atreo Locks. And I put his down there. But I really got that from him because I was looking at videos on how to stop your locks from thinning, because I thought that's what it was, but nah. That's what it looks like, literally, but that's not what it is. I hope one day you will do a wellness retreat where people from all over can meet and do yoga. I would love to be around more like-minded people. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that because I do have a lot in store for you all, just in general. And I'm going to get to that like throughout the rest of this live stream. I just wanted to open up for Q&As for a little while, but I did want to like make some announcements about that. So I'm going to be in a retreat, like co-hosting a retreat soon, and it's in July. And I tried to kind of like advertise it and whatnot, but I had my own things going on. It's one of my friends' retreats. She hosts retreats, and you know what? Let me see if I can post a link in here because I'm on one of my other YouTube pages. Let me see if I can post a link. So I'm looking down at my phone right now. But the retreat that I'm talking about, it's going to be like an outdoor camping retreat. Like it's called glamping. It's a co-ed retreat too. So last year we had mostly only like feminine energy. We had like mostly only women, oh, really only women. And this year we're gonna have women, men, all identities welcome, and it's gonna be 4 days instead of 3 days. So I'm gonna host probably 2 yoga sessions, a meditation session, and I'm kind of like a co-host, but the retreat isn't under my name, which is why I didn't really mention it much to everybody. But let's see if I can drop the link. See if I can drop the link. But I will go ahead and try to drop the link to that retreat right here because I know some of you all might want to go. And I also know that it is, see if it posted. I just posted it. I also know that it is, what's it called? Kind of like last minute, but did it post? I literally posted it. I'm looking at like 3 different chats right now, but I did post a link. Let me see if y'all see it. I mean, let me know if y'all see it because I literally posted it. I still don't know how to chat in this chat because right now I'm on my phone and I don't know how to send a chat like that. Let's get back to the questions. I don't think it posted. Like, let me know if y'all see the link that I posted. I posted it from another account. It's my government name, Lauren Rainey. Let me see it. Let me know if y'all see it. But one day, probably not soon within the next year, but one day I will definitely have my own retreat. It didn't post. Why it ain't post though? I'm trying to figure out why it ain't post because I literally just posted it. I'm gonna put it in the bio. Let me make a actually I'm gonna make a community post and put it on the community post. Community post retreat. But yeah, I'm like I definitely want to have more interaction within our community. Because you know one of the literally most watched videos on my channel is a video titled what is the title? Why you don't fit in and have no friends. And it's like more than any of my lock videos, which a lot of people come here for. I thank y'all. More than any of my lock videos or anything like that. That video is the most popular video on my channel. I'm sure all of y'all have seen it. It's literally the most popular video. And most people, especially millennials, which I'm not a millennial, I'm actually like more so Gen Z. Most millennials and most Gen Zers, honestly, which Gen Z is like, I guess as young as probably like 8 years old or 12 or whatever, as old as 24, 25, and then millennial is like 25 to 35 or 40. But most of us in that age range, that's a large age range, we be feeling lonely, like loneliness or feeling set apart or not feeling like you have a place here is a very common feeling that I feel like a lot of people resonate. And so that's one of the things I'm going to get to when I finish answering all the questions. Most of the questions, I guess I'll do like maybe like 10 more minutes for questions. But I do have something that is an offering that's literally is going to be available as soon as as soon as you jump off this link, it's going to be available. The link is actually already in the description. So you can go click on it if you want to. It's already in the description of pretty much all my videos. But I'm going to talk about it later on because I literally do want to have like maybe like an intimate community where we like go on trips together, we travel together, or I come to different, like maybe do a tour, travel to different states and things like that. So I am definitely working on that within the next couple years. But I'm also going to work my way up to that and have different ways that we can connect in between that time, that we can come together physically. But for now, look out for the community post because I'm going to post the link to the retreat. Let me know in the chat if y'all would be interested in going to a retreat next month. I know it's short notice, but the retreat that I'm talking about that I'm co-hosting with one of my friends is July 14th through the 18th or 14th through 16th or whatever. It's a Thursday to a Sunday. Co-ed retreat. It's in Pennsylvania. It's like in the mountains of Pennsylvania. It's at a resort called River Mountain. It's safe. I've been there before. We did the same retreat last year. And then I also have some offerings coming up with my own meditation business, Holistic Fit Meditation, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. I have it in my notes. But let me get back to these questions. It's hard to braid it in, talk about the locks. It's hard to braid it in. I tried, but I'm too dumb. Not too dumb. No, braiding is like difficult to do if you haven't grown up braiding. I'm not really the best one to do a tutorial on it, but I recommend if you don't know how to braid, like try to look up a tutorial on how to do it because people braid in different ways. And if you have thick locks, like these locks in the front, like this one is probably like one of my thickest locks. If you have really thick locks, it's going to be difficult to actually braid your new growth around that lock. Sometimes I braid my new growth into my locks and it gets thicker. Like it literally has made my locks thicker. You can tell because these parts of my locks are thicker and then it kind of like gets skinnier, right? So you can really tell that it's literally made my locks thicker from the roots. But sometimes I braid my new growth into my locks and then it unravels later on because my locks were so thick that it's like the braiding didn't even hold. But I'm fine with that anyways because I just braid it back. I used to wash my dreads every day with beach salt water. Now I wash my dreads once a month. Is that good or bad? I would say it's either good or bad. Like it's all about what works for you, honestly. And salt water, I heard is really good for your hair. I've never tried it before because I don't live around no beaches. But I've definitely heard about salt water helping, first of all, like lock your hair. And then also it's really, the minerals and whatnot is really good for keeping the hair nice and fresh. I've heard a lot of good things about that. So if it works for you, and if you've been doing it for a couple of months, I guess, and it works for you and your scalp is not like getting flaky, then it's probably good. Yeah, so I'm going to post a link to that, what's it called? That retreat. I'm going to post it in a community post after this video. I literally wrote it down so I won't forget. My name means victory? I didn't know that. I had no idea about that. Victory of wisdom. How often do you practice yoga daily? So, yes, I do. Like every single day, it's not a full practice because honestly, I need to make more time to do like a full hour practice daily. But I at least practice for 10 minutes a day. So yoga, like the physical practice, I practice at least for 3 days, I practice an hour. That's like what I want to get to every day, like an hour yoga practice. But I'll practice either by myself and just feel what I feel in my body and just move how I want to move. Sometimes the poses won't be, correct alignment or whatever, but it's just how it feels in my body. And other times I'll practice I'll actually go to yoga classes, like whether it's on YouTube or whether it is in person with the instructor. Like I literally just went to a yoga class yesterday. And I have a couple instructors and instructors that are sort of like mentors to me. And I just believe that every good teacher is also a committed student. So as long as I'm going to be a teacher, I'm going to be just as much as a student as I am a teacher. So I love being a student. I love to continuously learn. And I feel like all great teachers are also great students. All good leaders were once followers, and that's how they became a good leader. But I want to practice daily though. When I was practicing daily, it was in the lockdown when I first found yoga, honestly, like back in 2020 when my life like did a whole 180. And when I was practicing daily, I saw so much more benefit of it than practicing only like maybe like 3 times a week. Rice water is really good too. Use the jasmine rice with the grapefruit petals. Grapefruit petals. Oh, grapefruit peels. I was like, petals? How they do that? But yeah, okay, that's what's up. I never thought about using rice water on locks though. I don't know, it just didn't really strike me as something that I would do. But I'm sure that some people have tried it and maybe there's probably like YouTube videos on it. Yeah. I managed to braid 2 skinny locks at the back of my head. Surprised they didn't unravel. Yeah. Lauren means victory of wisdom. That's dope. I never knew that. I used to look up my name back in the day, and I never found like any what's it called, definition for it, because my name is actually spelled Lauren with a Y, like Lauryn, like Lauryn Hill. So it's not spelled with the E, but I didn't know if that changed the meaning or whatnot. Just like parents be doing some crazy things. They children name to be a little bit different, so they be spelling it a little bit different and change like a vowel or whatnot. But that's what's up. That's great to know. So continue to keep the questions rolling, y'all, but I didn't want to hold y'all too long. I'm definitely going to shoot for this live stream to be an hour, but I do have some exciting announcements to make. So first, there's a couple ways that you all have the option to support the channel. First of all, by watching the videos. Thank you so much for continuing to watch the videos and interact, because your interaction is so important for getting this message, the content in front of other people who have the same mission or the same goals. And one thing that I've done in the past was just try to create space for people to learn how to meditate for the purpose of relieving their stress. In my Holistic Fit meditation business, my business is Holistic Fit Meditation LLC, because it goes with Holistic Flow, right? So Holistic Flow YouTube channel, Holistic Fit Meditation, because we're trying to be holistically fit, mind, body, and spirit, fit, because this channel is all about creating a better mind, body, and spirit connection. So I'm in the process of, revamping my Holistic Fit Meditation membership. But in that membership, I launched it in December, right? We are relieving our stress, increasing our focus, and finding more clarity mentally. So just all the mind clutter that goes on in the everyday thoughts. Your mind goes on autopilot, thoughts wandering, you can't control your thoughts and whatnot. All of that is just mental clutter that we need to find some center, something to focus on, whether it be the breath, whether it be the body. And learning new breathing techniques is what we focus on, focusing on the breath, focusing on directing the inhales and exhales, and also improving the mind and body connection. That was a whole lot, but we do all of that in the Holistic Fit Meditation membership. And I will have a free 5-day mindfulness challenge called From Chaos to Clarity. From Chaos to Clarity mindfulness challenge, 5-day mindfulness challenge. It starts on June 26th. So that is next Monday on June 26th, From Chaos to Clarity. And I think that the chat won't let me put links in there right now, because if I put a link from another and I'm chatting from another page that's not the page that I'm going live from, it won't let me chat it. So look in the link, look in the bio of this current video. The link to my website will be there. The title probably says, Become a Holistic Fit Meditation Member, or Meditate with Me, or something about meditation. Go to that link. My website will be there, and then go to events. I also posted it on my story. I try to put the link out there, make it easier for you all to sign up. But you want to sign up for the mindfulness challenge that starts on next Monday, because you'll get all the links for the next days, and you'll only get the links in advance if you sign up for the challenge. So again, it is a 5-day mindfulness challenge. It's completely free. In the challenge, I will be going through everything pretty much that we do in the membership, kind of give y'all like a taste of the membership. Because a lot of people have been asking for it, and I am trying to get the word out to as many people as I can about what we do there. Again, go to the link in the description box that says either my meditation journey, meditate with me, holistic fit meditation, and join the free 5-day challenge. You don't want to miss it. And so also will be day one. This is kind of like a timeline of it. Day one will be directing our mind, finding focus. So that is a huge part of relieving stress, just directing the mind to focus, becoming aware of your thoughts and realizing that we are not our thoughts. We don't have to obsess over them. We don't have to be shameful of them. We just find something to focus on, such as the breath, such as the body. I'll go over that. And day two will look something like different breath work techniques for relieving stress. So when you're anxious, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure, and you start breathing more heavily. So I'll go through some breath work techniques to slow down your breathing and also help relieve stress, and notice when we're about to get into that state of fight or flight so that we can mitigate it later on. And then day 3 on, I will teach the basics of mindful movement and also journaling. Journaling is very important for documenting what's going on mentally. And sometimes when everything is up here, it's so disorganized because our mind, the purpose of it is to think. So if you're always having all your thoughts up here and you never put them on paper, or whether it's digitally, you write it down, then it will always seem more overwhelming because it's in your mind. And your mind is made to think, to generate responses. So seeing your responses, seeing that mental manifestation come out physically puts your thoughts into perspective, into a different perspective, and kind of allows you to see your thoughts from an outside perspective. All those things we'll be doing in the 5-day mindfulness challenge. Some people have already signed up for it. Thank you for y'all who have already signed up, and I'll be emailing y'all. I'll be keeping y'all in the loop. So again, you want to sign up for it so that you can get the email, so that you can get the notifications before. And I know sometimes we forget, so I'll definitely be sending out notifications before it happens. Again, that starts on Monday, June 26th, and I'm gonna try it, and it's gonna be live here on YouTube, here on this YouTube channel, every single evening from Monday to Friday, because it's 5 days, every day, and it's gonna be about 30 minutes live stream. I'm gonna try to make it 30 minutes, but I know there will probably be a lot of questions, so it'll probably be a little bit longer than 30 minutes. So that's the first thing. I just wanted to offer something else because a lot of people ask me about meditation. How do I meditate? What type of meditation is best for me? And so I'll be going through that during the challenge. And I'll also be giving you all an intro, a special sneak peek, if you will, like an early access introduction to my ebook that's coming out. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody who wasn't on this live stream. But I have an ebook coming out, and so you all will get like a special access to that ebook. Yeah, We're doing some big things here. So that's the first thing. Also, try to bring somebody with you. Like if you have a mindfulness friend or if you have a family member who also, not even if they want to meditate, even if they just, you always feel like they stressed out and you always like, stop stressing out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people on here, you may identify with being somebody that other people feel like they can come to for advice, a mentor, or just a person who a lot of people come to you, right? So if people are coming to you, family, friends, they're like, I'm stressed about this, I'm stressed about that. You like, here, look, I know a girl. I know somebody who can help you, and y'all can do that together, because a lot of people, we just need accountability. Right? So that person can be your accountability partner. And if you don't have anybody, then don't worry, because I can be everybody's accountability partner, because I'm going to be on there too. The next thing is that, what's the next thing? All right, so boom. The next thing, or really the final thing, is that I launched. Okay, so first of all, thank you all for just your kind words, your encouragement. Thank you to even all the people who thumbs down my videos, because that lets me know that, hey, I'm just like doing what I'm supposed to do. And there's gonna be people who don't like the content here. That's perfectly fine, because that just helps me get closer to the people that do want to see my content and are benefiting off of it. Because at the end of the day, I feel like this is not just my channel, this is everybody else's channel. I'm doing too much talking. I need some water. Excuse me. So at the end of the day, I just want to return back the value that you all are giving me, because honestly, yeah, I give a lot of value on this channel, but I just be saying stuff. I just be saying stuff, and it be literally spirit, like God just be moving through me. And I just be opening my mouth sometimes, and just the right stuff comes out. So since you are here on this live stream, you are the first to know, you are the first to find out that I just launched a Patreon channel or Patreon page. So for those who don't know, woo, applause in the chat, applause. So for those who don't know, Patreon is like for content creators or for YouTubers. The more your channel's growing, because all of y'all are part of the channel too. It's not just me. Y'all help me create the content. And it is a place for you all to get like exclusive behind the scenes stuff that other people here just on YouTube are not going to see. A lot of people have asked me, you know, specific questions. Can I see this video? Can I see that video? And I want to go more in depth into certain topics. I recently made a video about, what did I make a video about? It was like, the title was like, you know, take a peek inside my head. And it was like, you know, random stuff that I be thinking about throughout the day-to-day basis, conspiracies and things. And thank you on the congratulations. Yeah, that ebook is coming out. Thank you to AI. Thanks to AI. Yeah, give it up for AI. But it is the Patreon is a place and a chance for everybody here to kind of like get exclusive access to things. So if you really want to go deeper into some of the topics that we talk about here, YouTube isn't always friendly with like going deep into certain topics, because I kind of want to go deeper into certain topics, such as conspiracy type conversations, or conversations that are a little bit controversial, a little bit too controversial for YouTube. And sometimes I be saying some choice words. Like I don't always have a clean mouth. And so sometimes if y'all want to see me cuss, I'm just kidding. But if y'all want to like see that exclusive content, really, if y'all want to also get a chance to also interact with each other in a more intimate way, I started a Discord server. I'm still learning how to use Discord, because I literally just started it today. And it is a chance for all of us to just be more intimate and find that community feel. Like I said earlier, one of my most popular videos, literally, is titled "Why You Don't Fit In and Have No Friends." So this is my offering to everybody who's literally feeling like, okay, I need to find community that's like-minded. I need to know myself better. I need to have support in this because there's so many people that still identify with that, but they don't feel supported. And so this is your opportunity to really invest in that, investing in you all. So literally, you can click the link in the description below, and I put it. I hope it's in the description. Let me see. Let me see. Is it there? Oh, it's not there. Okay. So do me a favor, go to the link, and I'm gonna update the link. Let me I dropped my pencil. Let me update that link. Updates Patreon. All right, so yeah, there's tiers too. So you can see live vlogs. Some of you are like, let me see more vlogs, and I've only done one vlog on this YouTube channel. On there, I'm going to be doing more vlogs, probably monthly. I'm going to be doing more Q&As. I'm also going to be doing more of those in-depth conversations. You all are going to get more chance to have like an actual say in most of the videos. Most of the videos are just going to be things that you suggest. It's really not going to be my thing. It's going to be your thing. And also, we're going to have a community on there. You're going to get early access to what I post here in behind the scenes videos and updates from me in polls. Boom, sound good? So here's another thing. I'm so excited about this Patreon launch, and you all are literally the first to know about it, that you can take advantage of this. And the first 20 people, you can start recording on your phone so that you have it, so that you have proof that I said this. The first 20 people that become a Patreon are going to get a one-on-one call with me. Yeah, I said it, a one-on-one call that you can ask me anything. A lot of you all have DM'd me on Instagram. I reply to DMs, but I may not reply within the week or the day or whatnot because I don't see them. So everybody who becomes a member with the first 20 people who become a Patreon member, you'll get a one-on-one call with me. And that call will just be like, whatever you want it to be. Mental health checkup, just ask me anything. Mostly in that Patreon, we'll be doing more in-depth talks about spirituality, higher consciousness. If you want, we can do some lock videos, but mostly it's going to be that, that getting deeper into some of the subjects that we talk here. And most of the law content I'll just keep for this channel because it's really easy to just produce that information. But yeah. So yeah, those are all my announcements. I'm so excited. So I'll also, of course, post like a community update for all the people who were not on live, but you all are the first to know. You all are the first to know about the Patreon, and I'm excited about it. Yep. That's definitely, Goddess Warrior said, that's definitely up my alley. I'm a conspiracy person. Yeah, and so it's a lot different than what I talk about on this channel because kind of have to be a little bit careful what you talk about on YouTube because I love YouTube, but they censor a little bit more than what I would like. And I want to produce more raw content because not that I'm not being myself on here, but I don't talk about all the things that I could talk about. And I feel like that video that I posted, kind of letting you all into my thoughts, was something that more people want to see. So that's for y'all. That is for y'all. We can talk about, I don't know, just the things that you think on a regular basis. I mean, I have just off the top of my head, the rabbit hole phenomenon. What's that? The rabbit hole is literally can have one topic and then it goes so deep that it's like you could literally be talking about it for days. But go, if you want to like be one of the first 20, literally go in the link in my previous video. Whatever that previous video is, I can't see it right now because I just can't see right now. But go to the link in my previous video, boom, click on become a Patreon. The link is in the description box underneath the video, and go ahead and do that. The first 20 will get a one-on-one call. And as soon as you sign up, I'll send you a message being like, hey, what's good, homie? Here's the link to sign up for your one-on-one call. Whatever you want to talk about, you can put it in the notes. 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? 30 minutes, and yeah, we can chop it up. I love your dread roster, respect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Are you married? No, I'm not married. I'm in a relationship, but no, I'm not married. If you're talking about a ring, yeah, so my person, my boyfriend, he extra. So he just got me this ring to wear, and I wear it because, yeah, it's my person. If y'all join the Patreon, you might maybe even see a video with him in it. I don't know. Because I really don't talk about my private life a lot because I don't know, it's kind of just it's kind of just what I be doing. Everything is all up here. Everything is all up here, but gonna give y'all a chance to get that insight because everybody can't have that information. I don't know. You don't know sometimes people's intent, and I know that you all who really rock with my videos heavy, I appreciate you. So I'll let you in on those type of things. But even, you know, in this day and age of social media, you can't post certain stuff. I'm not gonna post even like the city that I live in or sometimes my family on social media because you just never know. You never know. The Patreon sounds dope. Yeah, it is. Come see for yourself. So I already, as soon as you join the Patreon, I literally already have 2 posts up. One is a poll asking what you all want to see, and the other one is a post asking to join the Discord. Now there are 2 tiers right now that I'm starting out with. Later on, I might add a 3rd one. Who knows? But the first tier is, I can actually tell you right now. The first tier, for those who aren't able to get to it right now, boom. The first tier is called Acquaintance. It's really affordable, $7 a month. That's like 2 cups of coffee. A mocha latte. It's one of my favorites. I like a mocha latte. You get ad-free videos. So that's the great thing. Everything that I post, well, not pretty much everything, because anything that I post here on YouTube, you'll already see it on YouTube. It's free to watch. You just watch the ads, but you'll get exclusive content that I don't post here on YouTube, and it's gonna be ad-free because who likes clicking through those ads, right? You'll also get exclusive voting power. But what that is basically is you'll get the first dibs on voting about what you want to see within the Patreon. So literally, what vlogs do you want to see? What day in my life videos do you want to see? What do you want to see us talk about? What type of conspiracies do you want to see us talk about? I don't know. So you'll get that. You'll also get the power to request either, you know, message with me privately or in the group. That is the first tier. The second tier is called Homie. So we went from Acquaintance, you know what I'm saying? $7 is Acquaintance. That's cool. But we got Homie, you know what I'm saying? You a homie. So you get everything in the previous tier, which is all the free ad-free content, behind the scenes vlogs. You'll get to request a video and also vote. And then you also get, that's where you get the private community on Discord. So we'll interact with each other. We can send voice messages. We can send pictures, videos, you know, all of that. Again, I'm still learning how to work Discord, but it's already up there. The link is already posted when you become a member, a homie. When you become a homie, the link is already up there, so you get access to that. And then with that homie one, you'll also get live Q&As. So live Q&As is not included in the acquaintance one, just because you get a lot of other stuff like the ad-free content, behind the scenes vlogs. So you get all that and more in the homie one. That's when we can, if you really want to get connected with community, you say, I need support, like I need a like-minded community, boom. Then we got the Discord, we got ourselves a little group chat. It's exclusive, it's private. Nobody else outside of us is going to be in that group chat. And then we'll do the live Q&As, unfiltered. So boom. That's the Patreon for you. And so again, I thank all of you all for all of your support, your love. And there is a lot to come this year. There's a lot to come within just the rest of the year. There's a lot to come. So I'm excited for it. Can you rap? I probably can. I never really tried to, but I can't rap fast because I can only talk slow. So if I rap, I probably sound like No Name. If y'all know who No Name is, I probably sound like her. I don't know any women rappers that sound like they just talking. Oh wait, no. I'll probably rap more like Jill Scott. I probably rap like Jill Scott rap. But I ain't never tried it before. I need to take notes when it comes to coming on YouTube and talking too much about my private life. Yeah, that is a thing. I mean, you really need to be careful, because, not saying you as in, yourself, but we really need to be careful because people have ways of literally, with AI, I can't say enough about it, that literally you can take a recording of somebody's voice. Like literally I can say a sentence, the brown fox jumped over lazy cow, or whatever that sentence is that has all the letters in the alphabet. You can literally take that sentence. If I said that sentence, somebody can take a recording of it, use their AI generator and generate my voice, and literally generate like a whole voice recording, a whole podcast using my voice. Somebody could do that and literally put the name Holistic Flows Podcast and upload my voice and make a whole podcast, and it won't even be me. So when you're answering the phone, really be careful. Like if you answer an unknown number, and I have to be really really conscious of this too. If you answer an unknown number, you just say hello. And I wouldn't even I would try to not say it in my voice, like hello. Like try to do another voice. Don't do your voice. Say hello, and whatever they say next, don't answer. If you don't know who they are, don't answer, because people have ways of doing things, and it's scary to think about, but I try not to think about it and be frightened. I just try to think about it and just be conscious of okay, there's some things that you just can't do. No Name is dope. I really enjoy her. You should do a vlog on what you eat in a day. I should do that, shouldn't I? Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's one of my first vlogs. Look, if you join the Patreon, you might see that. You might see that in there. I'm gonna write it down. What I eat in a day. I'm old school. I write down everything. I can't take notes and type it. I like to write stuff down, because if you write it down, boom, then it kind of gets in your mind. You look beautiful. Thank you, Lilith. AI is another level scary. Yeah, it is. I don't think we should be scared of technology. We should just be conscious, but not scared though. Because I feel like, and I said this actually in my video about conspiracies that I be thinking about. I feel like they meaning probably the government, whoever's watching me through my phone right now, I'm talking about you. Not y'all that watching me live, but whatever FBI agent or CIA, whatever, whoever you are, because I know you watching me. um, Literally, what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. It literally just went out of my head. Hmm. What was I replying to? Uh. Okay. Anyway, they zapped my brain. That's what I did. That's what they did. Oh yeah, I was saying I'm trying not to be, scared about it because they use the Men in Black thing on my brain. You know, the thing that be like zap and it zaps your memory. Yeah, they use that. But I regained it. I regained it. So they want you to probably either be scared of AI, like it's something that we don't know and it's something that is more powerful than the human brain, which I don't believe. And I'll tell you why in a minute. They either want you to be scared of it or like invest so heavily in it because it's like something new and exciting. And because I don't think AI is new either. And it's because our world thrives off of capitalism. So every time somebody thinks something is new and exciting, like people will literally stand and wait in a line for hours for something just because it's new and exciting. It just came out. In my area, there's a new Raising Cane's, and Raising Cane's is just like another fast food restaurant. Literally, it only has 4 meals on the menu, 4 meals, and all of those meals include chicken tenders and fries. Now, all 4 things. I hold up 3, but it's 4. All 4 things have chicken tenders and fries, just in different variations. And literally, it's not even different seasonings on the chicken tenders. They only got like 2 different type of sauces. But because it was new, Raising Cane's was new in my area, and they had a sign that saying like just open. The line was like literally out in the street. There was a line of cars in the drive-through, but they only had 4 things on their menu, and it didn't even taste good. Like the fries were nothing special. But that just goes to show that just because something is new and exciting, people will wait in line. People just want to see. People are just curious. And so either we'll be scared of it, either they want you to be scared of it, or they want you to be all excited and like, oh, this is new, because then people will invest money into it. And that keeps capitalism flowing. But the reason why I say that I'm not scared of AI, because I don't think that it is more powerful than human brain. What it is it's taking information that humans have contributed into the media, and it takes that information and creates new information out of it. Not even new information. It just takes information from all corners of what is already there and puts it together. So it's not like it's coming up with something that's smarter than us. It's more so like we are literally creating AI. Like we're the main contributors in AI. It's not just pulling stuff out of thin air. Our minds have contributed to everything that is AI. So as long as we continue to contribute into technology, we will always be smarter than it. The more that we use it, though, the more that we are helping it be efficient, which is why I don't think that we should be scared of it, because as long as we continue to use it, we'll continue to understand it. And honestly, it's not going nowhere. So if you are not using it, then you're going to lose it. Like if you're not already knowing how to work it, then you're going to get left behind, because the more that technology advances, the faster people are going to be able to do things. And you're literally like time wise, probably going to at least feel like you're getting left behind. Yeah, but AI is another level though. What is your workout routine? Yoga. So, not just yoga though. I actually have a pull-up bar in my room here, and I do 5 pull-ups a day, 4 or 5. It just depends on how my arms are feeling. Today they're really sore because I went to like an advanced level yoga class yesterday, and we do a lot of arm balancing. And so I have a yoga routine that is like a lot of balancing on my arms, a lot of ab work, core workout, and I would say I don't have a consistent yoga practice. It's not like I practice a certain amount of hours per week. So I can't really tell you like consistently what I do. It's not that it's random, but it's just it's difficult to describe what my exact routine is because it's not set in stone, but yoga basically. Um, and I focus on arm balances. So you can kind of like look up arm balancing poses or headstands or crow, which is balancing. You just have to look it up because, um, and then 3 times a week. Uh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Aside from that, or in addition to that, 3 times a week, I will walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes. I walk forward. I also walk backward. Walking forward helps just like strengthen your calves and stuff. And then walking backwards helps strengthen the front of your legs. And that is because I deal with knee pain. So I need to keep my quads, are my thigh muscles, I need to keep those active. So I walk forwards and I walk backwards. And that is my, workout routine. Do vlogs. I would love to see clothing hauls as well. Clothing hauls. Wow. Nobody's ever requested that to me. Well, it's going to be a lot of workout clothes. It's going to be a lot of yoga clothes because honestly, everything, and I mean like all the clothes that I get are from the thrift store. They may be like other brands like H&M or Forever 21, Shein or whatnot, but I just get everything from the thrift store. I don't shop. I don't shop. I thrift. So clothing hauls, I would say maybe I will do that on Patreon. That'll have to be a Patreon one though, because I don't know how YouTube would feel about that. So if y'all on Patreon, look, I'm writing this down. Y'all give me some good ideas. Maybe I could put a little spin on it. And then also, if you're on the Patreon, I already have a poll on there asking like, what do you want to see? And if none of my options are what you want to see, then go ahead and just like comment under there. What else do you want to see? You know, I'm gonna write that down. Clothing haul. Yeah, because they're gonna be a whole lot of yoga leggings, some t-shirts and stuff. Clothing haul. But other than thrifting, I do also shop at black owned. Like if it's not from the thrift store, it's from a black owned company. Just period. If I'm in a rush, if I'm in a rush to get something for like an event or something, occasionally I might pick it up from. Excuse me. Occasionally I might order something or pick it up from the store. But mostly I'll shop online. I'll shop on like Poshmark, which is like a second hand. I'll shop on Depop second hand, but it's all thrift. I don't shop retail. If you could live forever, what would you want to? I feel like I already live forever. Like so in your question, living forever is the state of mind that I'm in right now, the consciousness, who I know myself to be as Lolo, my childhood nickname, or as Lauren Rainey, my adult nickname, my government name. Who I know myself to be, how I act, how I speak, how I talk, how I dress, my occupation, all that. That means that I'll have this forever. My spirit will be present with my physical body forever. However, what my idea of living forever is my spirit is going to depart from this physical body and go elsewhere. While this physical, body will deteriorate, go back to the dust from which it came, I'll be renewed spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't want to live forever. I wouldn't, because I would want my spirit to experience what is next after this physical life. Because I just know this ain't it. Like this ain't. I love my life. I love life. I think life is just in general is beautiful, and we should embrace as long as we're here. But at the same time, I just know that this is not. This ain't just life. This is not actual living. This is just like a realm that we're passing through. That's what I believe. Maybe AI isn't the problem, just how it's used and the powers that control it. There you go. There you go. So, with anything, right, there is, and this live is going a lot longer than what I what I thought, what I expected it to go to. So that's totally fine because I got time today. But that's a good question. I mean, that's a good statement because I think that with anything that you do, it's never what you're doing. It is the intention behind how you're doing it. I'll give you a prime example because a lot of people, I've gotten quite a few comments of people telling me that I should not be practicing yoga and believing in Jesus at the same time because it's contradictory and because yoga is evil. So in my mind, in my experience, in my life experiences, genuinely, I've learned that it's not a physical thing or even a practice or whatever you're doing that is or is not. Like it's not anything that you're doing that is good or that is bad. It just is. Think about what you're doing as creation. We all are just creating. Right now, I'm creating, I'm doing. What is God? God is. That's why he says, I am. God is creation to me. God is everything. Yes, God creates, just like we create, but God is creation, is the creator of all things. So if God says, I am, that doesn't mean I am bad, I am good, I am this, I am that. I just am. Everything that we're doing is, just is. Everything that we're doing, everything that we're creating doesn't have an adjective toward it until we put an intention toward that thing. And it's just so crazy to me how somebody can, well, I used to think like this too, so it's not so crazy to me, I guess. But it is crazy how we can look at the way that something is done just because we perceive it as good or bad or evil or whatever. And we say that thing is good or bad, or it is whatever adjective we put to it just because of our experience with that thing. But our experiences is only through our lens and we're just one piece of the puzzle. So how is our experience the end all be all when we don't even have all of the knowledge or all of the wisdom about creation itself? So I understand that when somebody has gone through something that seems scary, then they deem everything around that thing as evil or bad because that thing could often be attached to trauma. But what I've realized is that I just have to keep reminding myself that everything that we do or create is about your heart posture. It ain't about what you're doing. It's about the intention behind it. So yeah, like there are people who have negative intentions about using AI. Their agenda is like nothing good. There are people who have nothing but positive agendas about it. And that doesn't mean that AI is bad or good. It just is because it's a creation, just like all other things that were created. It just is until humans or the creator puts an adjective or an intent behind it. And that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, I don't like Raising Cane's or Chick-fil-A. Raising Cane's, it only got 4 things on the menu. That's so crazy. They're both overrated. Yeah, I mean, Chick-fil-A is once you what's it called? Once you like start eating things that are not as salty or sugary, your taste buds really retract from that thing. Like all fast food. How can something be smarter than its creator? That never made sense to me. It's propaganda all the way around. Yeah, but that's how humans think though. That's literally how humans think, or a lot of humans. Where did you get your treadmill from? I don't know. It's old. It's old as hell. It's old. Like my parents always had it, so it's really old. I didn't get it. I live with my parents, so it's my parents' treadmill. That joint old. You can't even connect Bluetooth to it. That's cool. I would love to see thrift haul as well. Yeah, I will do. I will do. Yeah, I think I would. I would do that. Thrift haul. Love your locks. Thank you. Rasta, are you related to Bob Marley because your soul is in peace? I don't know. I really don't know. Look, I took the 23andMe test, but at this point, I think that 23andMe, they be like covering up some stuff because I have a friend who's indigenous, and she basically explained to me, I can't explain it like how she explained it, but she explained it how like sub-Saharan African, if you're 23andMe, what's it called, reading or whatever, you spin a tube and then they pull your DNA sample and they report it back to you. If your 23andMe says like something like sub-Saharan African, which mine does mostly like 80 something percent, it could be like what Native Americans or indigenous people have identified with, and it's all from the same family, but it's just they decided to call themselves different things or identify as different things depending on where they were going when they divided from or during the slave trades. So I don't know. I could be. I don't know. Me too. I heard yoga was devil poses. Yeah. So I will be completely honest. Like yoga, like going to yoga teacher training. A lot of the poses are based upon the religion that is perceived as Hinduism, because it's not a religion, but if you really get like deeper into the philosophy of it, but they did create certain poses to worship certain gods. I'm not gonna lie about that. Let's just like that is true. However, the God, honestly, one God, like that's the only one that I communicate with. I got closer to, and I can't lie, this is like literally my own experience. I got closer to God through yoga. It was the main thing that got me closer to God. And anybody who says otherwise, or that their experience is something else, yeah, they have a different experience. But I've literally seen somebody possessed in a church. Like I've seen the spirit of Jezebel in a church. I'm not gonna say which church it was, but I've seen some evil spirits in church. They're all over church. So in the same place that you can say that people are worshiping God and reading the Bible and doing things that they're supposed to do to be holy and clean, there are evil spirits running rampant, or there are negative spirits that have negative intent running rampant in a place that is supposed to be a temple, like the main place that people go to worship. So you know what I'm saying? It's not what we perceive to be a lot of the time. It's not. Yep, I think your intention behind anything is what determines it to be good or bad. I love you, say Miriam, I did subscribe. Hey, yay. You get a one-on-one call. If y'all, oh, thank you. I became a Patreon and I wish you more will join. I need to go to bed now because it's close to 1 a.m. Oh yeah, get your sleep. But thank you all who joined Patreon. Tomorrow I will start posting and be more active, but I already have 2 posts there. I watch from Germany, Europe. Thank you all so much for joining. And if you decide that you want to join later, that you don't want to join now, it's totally fine. Not holding it against anybody. But thank you all for joining. Y'all get a free one-on-one call. So I'm gonna reach out to y'all with that. And I'm about to end off the live stream soon, but I just want to get to everybody's questions and comments. 23andMe is trash. Yeah, I think I need to go on AfricanAncestry.com because I heard about that one. All DNA tests now, be careful giving the powers that be your DNA. That's real. That's real. It's like you want to learn. Well, I want to learn where I'm from, like where my roots are from, because even term, it's crazy. Like the term African American is a term that we've learned. Well, actually, I've learned. I don't know. Other people who are Black do not identify as African American because there are plenty of Black people that are not from America, first of all, and that identify as something else that resonates with them in their culture, in their background, like indigenous or Caribbean or, and so like for example, my boyfriend, he's Caribbean, he's from the Bahamas, but if somebody saw him walking down the street, they would say that's an African American male. But no, it's not. He's not African American. He is Caribbean from the Bahamas. He's a Black man, but he's not African American. So it's like even these terms that we've learned to call ourselves is something that I've learned to not really identify with, because that is not, that I feel like that is ignoring a part of myself that I haven't yet tapped into. So I want to get back to that root, but just like getting back to that root involves giving something that's so sacred to yourself as your DNA, like your spit or your, like, I don't know if all of them, of all of them, uh, I'm saying like the companies that do your ancestry test. I don't know if all of them take your spit, but that is a really intimate, like sacred thing. And I never really thought about it in that way. Like, what could people be doing to your DNA these days? Because we do have stuff like AI, and people literally are starting to make clones, like synthetic embryos, they called it. So yeah, that is true. Do you sage? No, I've never saged before. I do incense, but I've never saged before. I don't have anything against it. I've just never, I guess, like gotten the chance to do it. But I did think about doing a cleanse on my locks, like a lock cleanse, and getting somebody also to do it for me. But I've never done it before. Do you know anything about having an overactive crown chakra dissociation or having an addiction to spirituality? That is a video that I would have to go deeper into, because that's a whole topic within itself. I don't know about addiction to spirituality necessarily. However, I do know there is a certain thing as going down the rabbit hole. You may have known it like that, because sometimes when you're learning information, this is actually probably more so associated with third eye, but your crown chakra, your third eye chakra is that wisdom being reflected. How is it? How is it? It's like more so like the wisdom is being reflected of, and what's that word called? It's escaping me right now. But your crown chakra, information from divine, like God, source, comes through your crown chakra, and if it's really open, it can be. I feel like it can be a good thing, honestly. But if it is too open or too active, then there could be an imbalance in between the rest of the chakras too. So that could throw some things off. But I don't know about like addiction, being addicted to spirituality. I don't know if that's like a thing for me, because honestly, I feel like there's not, you can't get too close, like to God, to source. Like, honestly, I want to be close. I want to be as close as I can and away from everything physical, because all this is an illusion. But there's a certain thing that's going down the rabbit hole when you gain information too much. And I think, again, this is more so associated with your third eye. When you gain too much wisdom too fast, it can trip you out sometimes. And we can sometimes go into a state of like low-key paranoia. That is definitely possible, because you just have to seek that wisdom and guidance with discernment as well. And we have to be open to give and receive. Speak into the air what we want to receive, and then also have that relationship to where it's a two-way street. You're meditating and you're praying, like you're speaking to source or God, and your palms are open, metaphorically, physically open to receive what you're praying about. So praying and meditating. So I hope that helped. You're so pretty. Thank you. The term came about in the late 80s, I think, the term African American, or that's when it became popular. That would make sense though. That would make sense. Do you have a Cash App or PayPal? Yes, my Cash App is in the description box of all my videos. It should be. or have them in your chat so we can support your channel. Yeah, I do. I do try to have my all the ways that you can support my channel in the description box. I do have my Cash App. I should have it in this video, but if I don't, I'll go ahead and put it there. And I also try to put it in, yeah, it's in this description of this live stream. And I also try to put it in the description box of like all of my videos. But thank you for asking that. And again, I will put the link to my Patreon there. And what was the other question that she asked? Yeah, I try to put pin comments, but honestly, I'm not really good at doing that. So I'll definitely try to do that more because I know people usually look at the pinned comments more than they even look at the description box now because it's really easy to just go to the pinned comment. But yeah. Well, it has been like an hour and 30 minutes, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in with me. And again, I got 2 posts for y'all coming. The post about the retreat that I'm co-hosting that I'll be at in person. If y'all want to come swing by the retreat, it's going to be in July. So it's a little bit last minute, but I'm going to post that on the community tab. I'm also going to post the update about my Patreon that I just launched tonight. Y'all are the first to know about it on the live stream, and the first 20 people to join the Patreon will get a free one-on-one call with me, video call to ask me anything or, you know, just mental health check or whatever. So yeah, look at the Patreon. I'll put that in the channel, what's it called, post or whatever. And I hope y'all have a great rest of the evening. Thank you for all your contributions, and thank you for 3 years of support. Even if you've only been rocking with me for 1 year or 1 month, I still appreciate all of y'all. We're 3 years in, and we're only gonna grow more. We're almost to 20K. So give this live stream a thumbs up if you didn't already, so other people can see it if they didn't already. And have a great rest of y'all's night, evening, day, afternoon, whatnot, and take care, y'all. See y'all in the next video. Bye.